Hey, what's going on there, everybody? This is Sammy Lake here representing Team JVS, here to give you guys another movie review. I'm talking about the newest Willy Wonka feature, Wonka. This is starring Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka. This is a crazy cast. You got Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa. You got Rowan Atkinson. You got, oh my gosh, Olivia Colman. You got Natasha Rollowall. You got Keegan-Michael Key. I mean, you got Sally Hawkins. This is an amazing cast. Make no mistake. But what makes this stand out? Because honestly, I had some trepidation about this. I honestly didn't know if this was something that I really wanted. Because I was like, the original one with Gene Wilder is in and of itself a classic. And I mean, not to say that Johnny Depp's version isn't interesting, but I always go back to the classic. So it was like, what was it about me seeing a young Willy Wonka that was going to be engaging? And I think actually everything. The thing about it is that they allow you to really get a grounded sense of why Willy Wonka is Willy Wonka. And I know that sounds weird because they established you understanding that he is very different. He is very special. It's not just he's the factory owner. Like there's levels of mystery behind him. He was a magician. Like he studied. Like he analyzed. Like he's gifted with otherworldly things to be able to make things fantastical and alive. And I think the other thing that helps establish this is Kalia Lane's character Noodle. She is quite the opposite. She doesn't have anyone. She's an orphan. She's being abused. Like there's so many different things going on. And when they start to collide, there's this connection with hope and fantasy that allows you to dare to dream. One of the reasons why we all love Peter Pan is that fantastical essence of like something more that could be. And I think that's one of the reasons why we all love Disney. This is one of the most interesting Disney movies. It's not a Disney movie, to be honest with you. Timothy Chalamet does a really good job as Willy Wonka. Like the musical numbers he hits, he's got great comedic timing, but he's an amazing actor. So like he's always gonna nail it. But I just didn't know if this was going to work. But I think that the way they actually scripted it, it benefited from everybody in the cast being able to kind of show up and show out. So Paul King, I think he did a really good job with executing of how you're going to establish the pacing and the process of this, because there was never a moment I didn't have a lot of fun with it. There were moments that I was kind of like, especially with Olivia Colman's character, I was like, oh man, this is really dark. Oh, why are we going down this road? But if you think back to the original Willy Wonka, there was definitely some weird, dark moments. But it's not that dark and it doesn't go that weird. I do think that they definitely established that the town that Willy Wonka kind of established himself in is dealing with a lot of hopelessness. It's dealing with a lot of lack of empathy, and a lot of abuse is happening to certain people. And I think that they do a really good job of allowing you to see that mystery with the certain character like Slowworth, played by Patterson Joseph. But I think the thing about it is that the way that they handled the fantasy is so awesome. Like it looks great. Like they established how some of his, I don't want to spoil too much. Let's just say when they start to show you how he's making the candy and what it takes to make the candy and what the benefit of certain candies are, and also the fantastical elements of kind of like what they do in trying to create this factory. It makes you want to believe. It makes you encourage. Like it's like I don't know what kid wouldn't enjoy this movie. Like it's nothing to put a kid down. It's more so to kind of build somebody up and encourage. I think they handled a great job with the soundtrack. The soundtrack was really good in terms of like most of the musical numbers and how they established them. I think the choreography worked really well. I think if the comedic timing didn't work, this movie wouldn't work. Like I think that there are genuine moments that I did laugh, genuine moments that I did smile, moments that I was supposed to feel something, I felt something. And I think that if you can do that with a beloved, world like this with Willy Wonka, I think that you won everybody else over. So I highly recommend you go and check out Wonka. I'd rate it at like a 9 out of 10. I think it was really good. Go and check it out when you get a chance with your family. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, people.